How you doing, guys? This is Joe. Welcome one more time to the channel. This is your first time stopping by. Go ahead, subscribe, hit the like button, and also click the bell notification. So that way you know when we got new videos out there. And if you're following us from another platform, go ahead and click follow us. So guys, I'm here in this group and I see this picture over here. So I want to talk about it a little bit because I know that a lot of people going through this process and this issue. We can say issue, but it's not in reality an issue if you know what you're doing. So the person says, I changed my print head and the cables, and now I'm missing ink on the nozzle check. What else can I do? So we can see here that it's also said that the person added inks and did a various cleaning cycle. So we can take a look at the nozzles. We see that the white is there, but then she's missing the color. And then we take a look at this here. And this is what I want to talk about. So when you change a print head, basically don't have any inks inside the nozzles. So doing a couple of cleaning is not enough. So you need to do a load ink that is going to be found on your interface, what we call the controller that is connected to your printer. In this case, is the Haolic. So Haolic use better print. So you're going to be able to do a load ink directly from the better print, and that's going to load all the inks into the lines. You're going to push the inks in the lines, including the white, the yellow, the black, the magenta, and the cyan. But right away, if you see this here, this line is completely empty. So we got ink until here, and from here all the way here is completely empty. So all of these is full of air. So it need to do a load ink to push the inks all the way down. Okay. I believe the cyan is the same way here, and then the black, all of that. Then you can take a look at the dampers. So the white one is using these type of dampers that we sell on our website, and the CMYK is using a completely different dampers. So you can use that type of dampers, but when the times come, or if you want to replace them to have a better flow, I recommend to use the same dampers that you use on the white one. So it's going to give you a better flow on all of that. Also, this part over here, that is a little filter. With time, this filter can get damaged, or you need to replace that. So what you're going to do is disconnect this filter from this part, and actually you can replace and put from here all the way down just a line without the filter, because you got another filter on the back for the white ink. That is the one that is also is beside this white ink circulation, and is doing their job over there. So now you know. So saying all of these, if you go back to your better print and do the low inks and do the nozzle check and testing on all of that, you're going to get a better result than this one. Then after you're doing the nozzle test, what you can do is actually print a completely design testing, so you can see the white underbase, how it's coming out and how is the color coming out. Because if you see then that even after loading the inks, you're missing a couple of nozzles, then right there is when you do the cleaning cycle, so it can complete that. But first, you need always to do a load every time you replace a printhead. There is also the possibility that your printhead is not sealing well with your capping station. So I'm going to explain to you in another video if that's the case. So I hope this video help you guys understand a little bit more about your machine, the parts that your machine use, on all of that. As always, I appreciate you to watching our videos because we are here for that reason, to help everyone to understand and give tips so you can learn about DTF printing. So thank you guys so much. If you like this content, go ahead and share with others. We see you in the next video. So keep printing.